Welcome to The Bite, your source for entertainment news from both around the country and right here in Gator Nation. I'm Danielle Prinz.
I'm Desmond.
And I'm Kelbin Ramirez, and we're here to bring you all the entertainment news you could ever want, from the biggest celebrities to fashion statements to some local coverage here in Gainesville, Florida. All right, guys, first episode. How are you feeling? I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm very excited as well. It's a big weekend here in Gainesville. Of course, we just had Halloween, so there was a lot of celebrations for that. And the big win against Georgia, and now we're filming our first episode.
And you mentioned celebration for Halloween. I know you had a crazy party for Halloween, and you two dressed up as something, I can't remember exactly what it is, but let's show our viewers what your costumes were.
All right, so Danielle, what I dressed up as was not the scary route this year. I went for more of a lost childhood dream of mine to become a professional baseball player, so I ended up putting on my Miami Marlins costume, and that's what I was.
And I decided to go the scarier route, not to give away any spoilers, but I was my favorite character from Game of Thrones, Prince Joffrey.
Now, both of your costumes look great, but they are pretty tame compared to what we've seen coming out of Hollywood, especially Iggy Azalea's costume. So, Bobby, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so Iggy's costume was very interesting this year. Not necessarily for exactly the costume, but the story behind it. It turns out she's been feuding with Snoop Dogg over social media for a little while now, about a month. About a month ago, Snoop Dogg posted a picture of the White Chicks cast and claimed that she looked like one of the cast members. So Iggy decided to poke fun at herself and dress up as one of the White Chicks for Halloween.
What a genius idea. That's great.
You know what? Good for her. The fact that she has a sense of humor to make fun of herself, she's obviously not oblivious to what's going on around the internet, so you know what? Good for her.
Yep.
Now, we've had our fill of crazy costumes this year for Halloween, but let's see what our local reporter Nestor Montoya did this year to celebrate.
While students here at the University of Florida are working hard during the fall semester, so is the crew at Hodge Farms as they prepare for their annual haunted attraction. For the past 10 years, Hodge Farms has been scaring up tradition in Newberry, bringing laughs and screams to everyone who comes. Brad Hodge, the creative mind and owner of the Newberry attraction, says he's glad to have brought the corn maze to the area.
I read an article in a magazine about some guys out of Utah, and that's what made me say, why not try it? They're doing it up there, why can't I try it down here? And I was actually one of the first ones to ever start it in Central Florida.
With a variety of events offered during the fall months, such as zombie paintball, a hayride, and a haunted house, the main attraction lies behind the rows. Corn rows, that is.
It grows from the 1st of July till, I'd say, September, and then we cut the paths through it.
If getting scared really isn't your thing, have no fear, because by day, the corn maze is family friendly, just for those faint of heart. But by night, the 13-acre corn maze houses goblins, ghouls, and chainsaw-wielding terrors hiding around every corner, waiting to give a good fright. We decided to take a closer look, and by closer look, we mean sending me to face my fears and see what nightmares were lurking. Oh my God! You get away. If you didn't get the chance to come by this year, Hodge tells us he has no plans to stop anytime soon.
Maybe our grandyoungins will be able to do it too.
This is definitely an event you don't want to miss. Reporting from Newberry, I'm Nestor Montoya.
That corn maze looks intense.
Yeah.
I kind of regret missing out on it.
I know.
Yeah, I'm really excited that there's events like this in Gainesville, so that way we don't have to drive all the way to Orlando or Tampa.
And you know, sometimes the local events are actually more spookier than, say, Halloween Horror Nights or something like that. So let's move from our local events to our celebrity gossip reporter, Crystal Bailey.
Crystal Bailey here to give you the latest gossip on the hottest celebrities. Celeb Chat will update you on what your favorite celebrities are up to. Today, we've got a serious situation, literally. Mike Sorrentino, otherwise known as The Situation from Jersey Shore, has been charged with tax fraud along with his brother Mark Sorrentino. They both pleaded not guilty before a U.S. District Court judge in New Jersey. Sources say The Situation could be facing 11 years in prison on charges that he failed to pay taxes on up to $9 million of income. The Situation and his brother are out on bail, which was set at $250,000, and the two men are preparing for a trial on December 2nd of this year. The Situation isn't the only reality TV star in trouble for fraud this year. Teresa and Joe Giudice from Real Housewives of New Jersey have both been sentenced to prison. Joe will be serving 41 months, while Teresa will be spending 15 months behind bars at the same female federal prison from Orange is the New Black. In other news, it's been a month since Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher have brought a little one into this world. Rumors have been stirring about an unfaithful baby daddy and a rocky relationship between Kutcher and Kunis. The two former That 70s Show co-stars are engaged and loving their first weeks of being parents, even if they aren't getting any sleep. Mila Kunis says the baby girl named Wyatt Isabel has brought them closer together. We're all excited to see some celeb babies, including Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's future angel. The two were pictured at the red carpet at Gabrielle's Angel Ball in New York last week. Fans can't wait to see the child of those two flawless celebrities. That's all for now. I'm Crystal Bailey with Celeb Chat, your Gatortainment source for the latest and greatest celebrity gossip.
Ryan and Blake are going to have the most beautiful baby, I think.
I know, they're a gorgeous couple. I can't wait for that. And it's probably going to be the most popular, one of the most popular pregnancies of the year.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Blake transitions into motherhood, because we're so used to seeing her as a diva on Gossip Girl. And speaking of divas, have you guys been paying attention to how the female artists are taking over the Billboard charts? The male artists were dominating the charts for the first part of the year, holding the #1 spot for 24 of the first 35 weeks, but then Taylor Swift came along with Shake It Off, which we all know and love, and since then, the top 5 have been exclusively females. So what have you guys been listening to?
I am hooked on the song Bang Bang. I mean, you have your powerhouse. You have Ariana Grande, you have Jessie J, and you have Nicki Minaj. It's a great song, and I'm loving this female dominance in the top 5 right now.
You know what, Danielle? I'm glad that you mentioned Bang Bang. I do love me some Nicki. Everyone knows that. Anaconda's done great on the charts, but the real diva here is Ariana Grande. Now, last year when she came out with The Way, I wasn't a huge fan, but then when she made a deal with Google Play and she gave out her album for free just 1 month after it being released, amazing. Every single song on that track can be on the radio right now. It's amazing.
And Ariana's the full package. She's a great artist. She's a wonderful performer. So that's awesome. Now, let's move back to a more local spotlight. Let's check in with Michaela Fagan and meet some people right here in Gainesville.
Hey guys, I'm here in downtown Gainesville at Rocky's Dueling Piano Bar to see Wednesday Night Comedy Boom. Come on, let's check it out.
I'll bring you breakfast in bed, tell you tied to my bed. If you complain about the food, I'll slip you a room to live. And I'll do what I call putting clamps on your balls. I'll put clamps on your balls. I'll put clamps on your balls.
I thought that I'd party when I went to Mardi Gras with my roommates in college in New Orleans. That's nothing. That's nothing compared to a Tuesday night at a TGI Fridays with a single mom and she doesn't have her kids the next day. That's a real party.
We are here with Brian Fox, the creator and host of Wednesday Night Comedy Boom. Brian, very nice to be talking to you.
It's nice to be talking to you, Michaela. All right. Just got that cramp out of my leg. All right. I moved to Gainesville a little over a year ago, and there was an awesome comedy scene here, but there weren't enough rooms, and I had heard that there was a Wednesday night comedy show here before, but then they stopped it for the summer because all the students were gone, so it didn't make sense to have a comedy night and pay people to come out and perform when there was no audience. So I said, well, what if I just use locals that you don't have to pay a fee for? We'll charge a cover and pay ourselves. Would you let us have a comedy night then? All right, everybody. Rocky's Dueling Piano Bar every Wednesday night at 9 for Comedy Boom. It's Gainesville's best local comedy scene. Thank you guys so much for supporting us over this past year and a half.
Reporting from Rocky's Dueling Piano Bar in downtown Gainesville, I'm Michaela Fagan. Back to you guys.
So it looks like Rocky's is a place to be on Wednesday nights here in Gainesville. Now let's check in with our street reporter Brianna McAuliffe and see what she brings out of random people on campus in this week's edition of Beat on the Street.
Thanks guys, and welcome to The Guilty Gator. This is a segment revolved around the concept of telling people believable lies and getting some interesting reactions. Right now I'm in Turlington, and today's topic is Halloween. Let's get started. The first question I have for you is, what are you looking forward to and expecting to do for Halloween this year, and what were your favorite traditions as a kid?
This year I'm looking forward to just being with my fraternity and having a good time together. Parties.
Looking forward to going to a party.
I'm probably going to look for a costume party.
Going to Chipotle, getting the $3 bowl, and dressing up as whatever you want to dress up as.
When I was little, I liked to get candy, obviously.
As a kid, it was more about, it still is about candy, I mean, let's face it.
Now, it's actually been announced today that the Obama administration has proposed a new bill. It's going to be requiring families to give trick-or-treaters the options between, you know, the sweet candy treat snack and a healthier option such as packaged carrots and apple slices. This is expected to be passed by the Senate and enforced in 2015. What do you think about this?
I don't think kids will like that, but maybe the parents will.
You know, there was a big health craze, I guess. Did you see the Michelle Obama video? No. With the turn up? No. Okay.
Now, what would you do if you ended up going trick-or-treating as a kid and you went to a house and you knocked on the door and you ended up getting carrots instead of candy? What would you do?
I'd be mad. I don't know. Disappointed.
Me personally, as a child, I definitely think that my parents instilled some morals in me, and I wouldn't get super mad, like, oh my gosh, I want candy. Can't give me these carrots.
Halloween wouldn't be the same. I don't know. Just kids would lose passion for it, and going around it wouldn't be as excited.
I'd be so confused. Like, I'd be so confused. Like, I'd be like, why do I have apples in my basket right now? Like, I would just take it and walk away. It's like Charlie Brown, like, I got a rock, you know what I'm saying?
For the people that disagree with this bill and don't like it, do you think that it'll affect Obama's chance for re-election in 2016?
It's tough because it does have to do with nutrition and education, with like how to eat. Like, I remember, like, they passed the bill that pizza was a vegetable and all that stuff. Like, that was a really big controversy as well.
I know, like, some people don't do their research, so, you know, I don't think it probably affected a little bit.
I think his is already finished because of the Healthcare Act.
He's already in his second term. Well, he can't get reelected anyway. Yeah.
How is he going to be reelected?
Thank you for catching on.
Kyle, Abraham, Khalil,
Renee Mariscal,
Harry Beck,
Alyssa.
My name is Suzelle.
I'm on saying I'm Tyler Tucker.
Reporting from Turlington for the Guilty Gator, I'm Brianna McAuliffe. Back to you guys.
Okay, that little stamp of "You've got bit" is hilarious.
I cannot believe that people actually fell for that.
I probably would have fallen for it too.
Good thing we weren't there.
Yeah, I don't think I would have fallen for it, but I know some people who definitely wouldn't have fallen for it, and that's the cast of How to Get Away with Murder. Have you guys been watching the show? No. It's a great new Shonda Rhimes show. She owns Thursdays on ABC with Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and of course now How to Get Away with Murder. It's a great new show about a defense attorney and her law school students who are trying to get away with a murder. And while there's a big cast involved, a lot of recognizable faces, including Matt McGorry from Orange is the New Black, and Alfred Enoch from the Harry Potter series, and you can't forget Viola Davis, who I'm almost positive is going to get an Emmy nod this season because she's just amazing in the show.
You know what, Bobby? I am liking How to Get Away with Murder this year, but Stalker is actually a really good show. It's a suspenseful thriller about LA detectives and starring rumored couple Maggie Q and Dylan McDermott, and they pretty much are in the threat assessment unit right now, and they pretty much cover crimes that have to do with stalking. Now, as much as I want to talk about the scenes of how they do it, how they open the show, I want to show you guys the first scene of the first episode. Tell me what you think.
Hello?
I see you made it home, Kate.
Please leave me alone.
Tell me that looks intense.
I know, that looked very action-packed, something I would really be into. Now, both of you mentioned two great shows, you know, Stalker and then How to Get Away with Murder, but we have yet to mention one of the biggest hits right now, and that's called The American Horror Story. So let's check out what Kaylee Conoval, our TV Talk reporter, has for us.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Conoval bringing you TV Talk, keeping you updated on what shows you need to be watching this season.
Where are the freaks?
American Horror Story returned to FX early last month for its highly anticipated 4th season. This season follows a struggling freak show trying to succeed in a world losing interest in the carny experience. Recurring cast member Jessica Lange plays the showrunner Elsa Mars, who has a few secrets of her own. This is Lange's 4th season with AHS, and last season she won an Emmy for her role as Fiona Good in American Horror Story Coven. Kathy Bates and Evan Peters have also been brought back, this time as mother and son. Peters plays a man with lobster claw-like hands, with Bates portraying the classic bearded lady. The show has also brought in new characters with real disabilities, creating a very diverse cast. Jyoti Amge, the world's smallest living woman, plays the character Ma Petite. Standing at a little over 2 feet tall, Amge says she should not be underestimated, especially as an actress. Matt Fraser also plays a very unique character named Paul the Illustrated Seal. Fraser was born with phocomelia, causing malformation in both of his arms.
I'm powerful and awesome, and I have these. And I'm a freak, and I'm an actor, and I'm a freak actor, playing a freak, and it's awesome.
The cast for this season is stronger than ever, and it seems fans of the show would agree. The show has already been renewed for a 5th season based solely off of ratings from the first episode. Don't forget to tune in to FX on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. to catch this season of American Horror Story Freak Show. You don't want to miss it. I'm Kaylee Conoval, and this has been TV Talk.
So switching from television to mobile apps, there's an app that everyone has been talking about, and that's Tinder. You know you have an account, don't act like you don't. Well, the hosts here, we decided we wanted to take our own bite at it, so we're gonna throw some celebs up onto the screen, and we're going to swipe right if we approve of their outfits and what they've been up to, or swipe left if we don't. Here's our first celeb, it's Amanda Bynes. What do you guys think?
Oh, she's looking rough. Like,
she's a hot mess. You know what, we know that she hasn't been, doing her thing. She hasn't been doing a couple of movies, so she should still have some change in her pocket, and you know what? She needs to invest in something good, because it is...
Yeah, the wig's looking rough. But you know what? This picture actually reminds me of Britney Spears back in 2007 when she was going through that really rough time in her life right before she made that transition. So I think Amanda Bynes is very similar.
Yeah, there's definitely some parallels between Britney and Amanda here. In fact, they were both put under the same 5150 psych hold, and then they were both put under the conservatorship of their parents. And the good thing is, if we look at Britney's case, the history is good, because once she was under the conservatorship of her parents, that's when things started to turn around for her, and she made a comeback. She had her albums do well, she had the stint on X Factor, and of course, she had her sold-out show in Vegas. So I think this may be what helps Amanda Bynes make a comeback. But I think we can all agree that that outfit is terrible, so swipe left.
Next up, we have Nick Jonas and his wonderful outfit, or should I say lack thereof. He is looking great here, super buff. He doesn't look like that little boy that we used to know him as. He looks manly here.
Right, and I agree, Danielle. I mean, good for him. As we know, he does have diabetes, and, I feel like he's a really good role model for people who do have the disease, because it's hard to get fit, it's hard to get healthy, but he looks great. Honestly, he looks fit. Good for him.
Yeah, and he had a lot of good reasons to get fit. He has a brand new album on the way, and of course, he's got his new TV show, Kingdom, which just came out. I think this is an easy one. Swipe right.
Right, Bobby. He looks good. He is looking good. Okay.
All right, so the next one we have is one of my favorites. As we all know, I'm a fan. You guys are probably fans. Bangin' Beyonce. Okay, a lot of people are not liking her new hairstyle. Personally, I like it. What do you guys think?
You like it, Kelvin?
Yeah.
Really?
What's wrong? What's wrong with it?
It looks like she got in a grilling accident. She was grilling up a piece of steak, flames got too high, and singed her hair right off. That's what it looks like.
Danielle, she could be watching right now.
No.
Look, but okay, guys, she is flawless. She's a goddess. I'm gonna overrule you guys. Swipe right.
Wow.
All right, I think we can agree to disagree on that one, but this next one is definitely going to be agree across the board. Take a look at Lena Dunham. She decided to dye her hair green for her book tour. What do you guys think?
Oof.
Bad move.
Yeah.
She looks like slime. No. It looks bad.
Well, slime might be a little bit harsh, but and maybe like somebody dunked her into a swimming pool and some of the chlorine mixed with her hair.
Like a mossy swimming pool?
Yeah, swampy swimming pool. So this is not good.
Yeah, it reminds me kind of when Katy Perry decided to dye her hair green, and it didn't really work for her, but it worked more because she's a pop star. Lena Dunham, you're not a pop star. It doesn't work. I think we all agree. Swipe left.
Okay, next up we have Bruce Jenner. He is looking rough again in this picture, going through a rough time in his life. But this is, what was he thinking? You know, he comes from a family of fashion moguls. You couldn't tell if you looked at this picture.
I mean, Danielle, I agree completely. He kind of looks like that, like the dried up fruit in the corner of your refrigerator that you had to like throw out. It's just wrinkly and no. Like, there's so many episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where he's, you know, he gets help from all of them to update his style, and he's obviously not in that house anymore, and it's not working.
Yeah, I really don't understand. I don't think I would go so far as to call him a piece of dried up fruit, but it doesn't make any sense to me. His children are Kendall and Kylie Jenner, who are fashion moguls. They have a line at PacSun, and they're models. I just don't understand how he always looks like a slob. I just don't get where Kendall and Kylie got their genes from, but I think we'll all agree on this one. Definitely swipe left.
Well, Bruce Jenner could have used some style tips, so today we have our very own Swamp Style reporter, Adrian Guzman, here to share with us our latest fashion fall tips.
Hey guys, I'm Adrian Guzman, fashion reporter for Swamp Style, and today I'll be letting my guys in on some key styles that they can use for this kind of awkward transition between the summer and fall. So let's get started. The first item on our list is the cardigan, and what I love the most about the cardigan is that it's one of fall's most versatile pieces. You can dress it up, like I did with the shirt and tie, or dress it down with a normal pocket tee. Now, whatever look you do end up deciding on, you can be ready for a day on campus or a night out in downtown. Now let's take a look at some earth tone chino pants. What I love the most about these pants is that they're really comfortable and easy to move in. Plus, it'll give you a dressy look with a casual flair. Next is my favorite accessory for the fall, which are a pair of tortoise sunglasses. And what I love about these sunglasses is that there's browns and greens already mixed into the frames, so it's fall ready and really cool for the look. And plus, living in the Sunshine State, you're always gonna need a nice pair of shades. Finally, the last look I have on my list today are a pair of boots. Now for this, it doesn't matter what kind of boots you have. It could either be ankle or cap toe, or the color, which could be black or brown. No matter what kind of boot you get, make sure you grab a pair. It'll be perfect for those chilly autumn nights, and it's one of those head turner pieces that'll make the look just right. Now as college students, I'm sure this poses the question of, how the heck am I gonna afford all this stuff? Well, not to worry guys. If you head on over to the Forever 21 here at the Oaks Mall in Gainesville, you can find all these looks and more right under a college budget. For Swamp Style, I'm Adrian Guzman.
All right, now let's talk one of the most popular forms of entertainment right now, the viral video.
And you know, my favorite viral video from this past week had to be the one where the woman just woke up from her dental surgery and she was expecting to be Nicki Minaj. So let's check out this video.
I just wanted to be Nicki Minaj when I woke up.
But you got your teeth done.
But I didn't know that. I thought I was going to look like Nicki Minaj when I woke up.
You thought you were going to look like Nicki Minaj?
I paid a lot of money.
And that's what you thought they were going to do?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
And I'm still white.
That was hilarious, but let's see what else has gone viral this week from Sarah Gerard and the Viral Vault.
Welcome to this week's Viral Vault. Now, unless you've been living under a rock the past year, there's no way you could have avoided the flood of one-hit wonders all originating on the Vine app. From The Yeet to Terrio's infamous Ooh Kill 'Em, haven't we had enough? Apparently not.
Stop, drop, pop one time. I just want to see you hit that record for the Vine, hit that record for the Vine, hit that record for the Vine, hit that record for the Vine.
Throwing it back to the better days of Disney Channel, the newest Vine dance craze is hitting that raven, having already created hundreds of imitators.
Stop, drop, pop one time. I just want to see you hit that record for the Vine, 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 hit that record for the Vine.
And it only gets better. Also on Vine are our nation's leaders. Michelle Obama has always appealed to the youngins.
Turn up for what?
Unlike most of us, the First Lady gets down in an unusually healthy way. Billboard called it Michelle's new single, and after overhearing some negativity, Nolan M. tweeted in her defense saying, "If she wants to turn up, she will turn up. Don't be jealous." We appreciate the sentiment, Michelle. We really do. For what should we turn up? Now, as if this situation had any chance of going well, Canada recently learned that weathermen and giant dogs don't mix.
It's gonna be a challenge. This is Ripple. Ripple is part Mastiff, and Ripple likes to play. Ripple's only a year and a half. Just wants to play. Ripple, sit, sit, sit. Ripple, Ripple, sit, sit. No, Ripple's not sitting. Now, we've got Jasper at the -2 degree mark. -3. No. It does start to warm up nicely though as we get into the weekend. 6. Okay, you're on your own. All right, you're on your own. Here, you want to play with? 17 on Sunday, by Monday 18 degrees, and by Tuesday we are looking at somewhere around 16. Normal for this time of the year is at 10. And we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Ellen DeGeneres enjoyed the video almost as much as we did, tweeting, "This dog has a real future in journalism." Ripple had no comment on the subject, however we did hear he and Mike Sobel may be taking their relationship to the next level very soon. Well, that's all we have locked up this week. This is Sarah Gerard with the Viral Vault. See you later.
That dog was adorable.
I know. I hope he doesn't take my future career in journalism.
And on that note, that closes out our very first episode of The Bite. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. I'm Kelbin Ramirez.
I'm Bobby Desmond.
And I'm Danielle Prinz. Thanks for watching The Bite.